2 p.m. this afternoon. You just heard music by Green Tea Ping. It's called Mr. Sun, Miss the Sun. Bryson Tiller starting the second hour of the show with a song titled Exchange, leading us to 15 minutes just after 12 o'clock. It is a Monday, and usually on Mondays we get to talk all things money, career advancement, and people that have managed to turn their passions into lucrative businesses. Very excited to introduce you to our guest for this afternoon. But we're first going to get into traffic, and then I will be giving you a little bit of a gist in terms of our guest for this afternoon.
938 Traffic.
Taking a look at traffic, we still have that crash on the R21 South. This is after Benoni. The right lane on that one remains closed. And then finally, we have those roadworks on the N1 South before Samarin Avenue. You've got the right lane on that one closed. If there's anything that you see on the roads that we're not reporting, WhatsApp us. That number is 0714605169.
The best memories are often the simplest ones. Adventuring outdoors, time with family, learning through love. Don't let everyday joint pain stop you. Take Threshold, containing 1,000 milligrams of Opti MSM. Improves joint mobility and flexibility. Relieves joint pain and stiffness. Relieves pain associated with arthritis. Recommended by healthcare practitioners for daily joint support. Move freely with Threshold MSM.
Culture Capital with Kea Boya. 938. Art, fashion, business, music. Culture Capital with Kea Boya.
And today, particularly, we're talking all things business. It's time for Creative Currency, where we explore the business behind creativity and discover how South Africans are transforming ideas into sustainable income. Today's guest has built a career proving that content isn't just something you post, it's something that you can build a business around. What began in the world of content creation has evolved into an ecosystem that is spanning education, strategy, entrepreneurship, and authorship. Through his work, he's helped countless creators rethink the way they approach the digital economy and has also become one of South Africa's leading voices on what he calls Contentpreneurship. Joining us in studio is author, digital strategist, and entrepreneur Ndivhuwo Muhanelwa, better known as the No Chill God. Ndivhuwo, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for everyone and for you, Kea.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
And thanks for this opportunity for this wonderful station.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you in studio. Let's talk Ndivhuwo before the No Chill God brand, right? Yeah. Who was Ndivhuwo, and at what point did entrepreneurship first spark your mindset?
So I've been creating content. So Ndivhuwo is actually a man from Venda.
Mm-hmm.
I came here in 2014 here in Johannesburg from Limpopo. But I was working. I still work even today. But I was interested in this social media stuff. So I started creating memes. And then there was a point where I realized, oh no, man, I'm getting a lot of attention.
Sure.
There has to be something that I do that will convert the likes into money, you know. So that's when I started thinking contentpreneurship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to me. Are you from an entrepreneurial family?
Nope. In fact, actually, I come from a very, very humble beginnings.
Yeah.
My mom was the only person who was working, and she earned 400. She used to work at the farm. So there was no entrepreneurial mindset or anything. So I just had to start from the bottom. Yeah.
I think it's so interesting that you managed to do that, because I think it's not everybody that gets into content and thinks, you know what, actually, I need to convert the likes into a sustainable business. But we'll get into that. Your nickname, the No Chill God.
Yes.
How did we get to that?
So at first it was just me just trying to retaliate to what was happening on social media. So
which was?
People were like commenting to me saying that, oh, there's no chill in Mzansi. There's no chill in Mzansi. So they were laughing, right? But then I created a page called No Chill in Mzansi. It was just entirely for memes. And
so you're responsible for that page.
Yes. So the No Chill God came there from that, because I was actually the creator of No Chill movement. So then I just decided to call myself No Chill God. But now thinking about it, I just feel like it was God direction to just say, you know what, you're building something, but God needs to be in your name as well and in everything that you are building. So yeah, it was a divine direction.
Yeah. So you started off just creating memes, right? At what point in that moment of just creating memes and also getting the traction that you were getting, did you realize that content creation could actually become a serious business rather than just a creative outlet and making people laugh?
Yeah, so like I said, I had a lot of likes, attention, followers, and then brands started approaching me. And I was like, oh, so you want to pay me for something that I was already doing for free? So that's when I realized, no, man, this thing is not just about entertainment anymore. Now it's more of, you need to strategize it and you need to start thinking business. And that's when I started being aware of just business strategies to say, okay, let me now position myself as a brand, not just a content creator. Hence now I'm saying I moved from being a content creator to be a contentpreneur. So there's a business element in that.
You just mentioned contentpreneurship, right? How do you define it? And how is it different from simply being a content creator?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So a content creator create content for likes, also to be seen by brands, while a contentpreneur create content for their businesses. So they use social media to actually drive people from outside social media platforms to their own platforms. So then now they start building things like a community outside social media. Customers, now they become leaders to not just everyone on social media, but to people that they want to serve. So yeah, that is the contentpreneurship. They own their audience, while content creators just create so that they can trend or go viral.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Chat to me about that process. So you moved from doing memes. What do you do now?
Now I'm an author. I'm a speaker. I create content entirely just for my business. So when I create content, I'm talking to people that I want to serve. So either I'm educating. So business is about also educating. So I use social media. It's just like a river where it's full of fish. Then I'm a fisherman by just using content. Then I take them outside the river to my own platforms, outside social media platforms, WhatsApp groups, and also email listing. And I start educating them outside and also sell my stuff to them.
Absolutely love that. What would you say are some of the biggest mistakes that you see creators making when trying to monetize their platforms?
There are many, but one that I could think of now is undercharging. Creators in South Africa don't know how to charge themselves. They don't really understand the value and also the business side of content creation. So they create content hoping that brands will come to them, right? But if then now brand stops, they don't make money. So creators don't learn to make money. They don't learn to become businesses because it's also a skill.
Yes.
It's not just about talent. You also have to learn the business side of the skill or the talent that you have. So the business side in Africa, not just in South Africa, it's not there. Also the systems, so they don't have systems. They operate in one way just to focus on being noticed by brands. And if brands are not coming, there's
no money. That's very interesting. I mean, you've mentioned how you managed to build different streams of income.
Yes.
Just through the main thing where you caught the people and you diversified your knowledge and the content that you were creating. How would you say, how important is diversification for today's creators?
In fact, diversification actually, it's the most important thing, not only to content creators, to anyone. It could be a 9-to-5 person. You need to have multiple streams of income because in this economy that we're living in, you cannot only rely on one income, Otherwise, if something happens, then you won't have any income. So in content creation, I even have a framework. I call it PAIDS, PAIDS.
Okay.
Right. Those are the categories in which you can actually multiply your income. So the first P stands for products. Have a product, a tangible product, like anything that you can touch, like a book. In my case, I have 2 books now. And then A stands for affiliate and ads. So make money with ads, maybe on YouTube or Facebook. That's one that describes the ad side. And affiliate is to actually share the tools that you are using with other people. These days, the platforms that you use can actually pay you for referring other people. That is what we call affiliate. And then the I stand for information. You need to turn your information into courses, into workbooks, into like whatever that you can think of, right? And D, deals. And this is where all the creators are focusing on. They're focusing on brand deals, right? But it's just one of 5. And then the last one is service. So coaching, speaking. Like I said, I'm a speaker now. I do coaching. So that is a service. So I managed to actually categorize my income streams in 5. And that's how you can do it as a contentpreneur. But people are focusing on the deals, which is just the content creator part.
Do you have, so when you decided to make a business of your brand, right? Do you have a registered company? Because I've said this a couple of times on the show. We usually talk about content creation and the creator economy. And one of the biggest things that we were talking about that we know is that SARS has decided to kind of start charging or start having creators pay tax. So my challenge was that, but it's not a formalized thing, you know. So it kind of becomes very challenging for content creators as well. So I'm asking because I'm curious to know, like, is it a formalized business where you have registered and you kind of keep track in terms of your taxes and your expenditures and all of that?
Yes, it's part of business. I think that's why, like I said, content creators are actually not learning the business side of things, right? So they just focus on creation. But if you're a contentpreneur, you focus on the business side. Yes, I do pay tax now, but I had to learn it in a hard way. You know, I was struck by tax bill over 200,000. But I actually volunteered to SARS to say, you know what, I've been making money, but I don't know these things. And then they were like, okay, yes, we understand that. They don't really care about you not understanding, right? But they just care about the money. And after that, I decided to say, now I have to have a structure. So you need to have a registered business. You need to have your tax. And you also need to understand, right? Even if you don't have a business, understand that you're operating under provisional tax, which you have to pay. Like I think it's in August or February within a year. So you have to know these things. So it's actually a good thing to know tax, and not just tax. It's a lot of things, obviously, but operate as a business. That's what I can say.
I love that. So speaking about operating as a business, at what point does a content creator move from just creating to thinking like a CEO?
The moment you start making 100 rand, I don't want to say 100,000. If someone can pay you 100 rand for something that you're doing online, start thinking like a business, because you can scale that 100, right? As my first price charging brand, it was 350. I was undercharging myself. I didn't understand. I thought maybe,
but
I wanted
that's
to
where
see.
we start.
Exactly. So, but then I realized later I should have started, earlier, by understanding that the moment I start making money, I'm a business. Yes.
I love that. I love that approach. Let's talk about the creator economy in South Africa. How would you describe the current state of South Africa's creator economy? Because I think that we all are aware that it's $1 billion industry.
Yes.
But I think the government is delaying in terms of formalizing it as an actual industry. So what are your thoughts in terms of the current South Africa's creator economy?
Yeah, so my perspective is just beyond South Africa. It's Africa.
Yes.
I'm looking that way. In Africa, we have a disadvantage of systems. We don't have systems. Talent, Galo. Like you cannot compare any, talent creators, including even the people in Europe. They don't have talent close to us. But the business side, the systems. SARS, they don't have a system as well.
Yes.
They don't have, maybe they do, but they are not actually emphasizing it enough for people to understand. Creators themselves, they're too relaxed. They just feel like, you know what, I work with brands, that's fine, right? But then, like you said, the creator economy is growing. It's going to reach over 32 billion in the next 5 years. 32 billion. And if people are not operating as contentpreneurs, they're not going to get the piece of the cake. Even the government, we cannot blame the government because they don't understand this thing.
Yes.
So we need to educate them as creators.
Yes.
We need to say, government, this is what is happening right now in the economy. Can you come and implement these things? Even now as No Chill, we actually implemented like tools for SARS, where you can just go and put the money there, whatever that you made in there, it will give you the calculation to say this is how much you have to pay. We have included the invoice, everything. I had to, with my team, to create tools. And this is something that the government itself should be doing. Because if they ignore us, then they're going to lose. It's not just content creators. Because if we work together with the government, we know that, okay, we're going to contribute to our economy as well. So the government needs to be part of this as well. Help us, invite us and let them hear us speaking from we are the ones that are actually in the field.
Yes, you guys know exactly what's happening.
Exactly.
What a brilliant man. We're sitting down with Ndivhuwo Muhanelwa, better known as the No Chill God, chatting to him about the path that he took from being a content creator to creating what he calls contentpreneurship.
938 News.
In the headlines, police have seized illicit and counterfeit goods worth more than 77 million rand in Limpopo, and the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry has criticised the sick note submitted on behalf of the head of the investigating Directorate Against Corruption, Andrea Johnson. These and more stories at the top of the hour.
There's nothing tougher than a South African business. You're tougher than price hikes, fuel spikes, and tariffs. And this July, Lula is rewarding that resilience with a 60-day payment holiday. Get up to 5 million rand in funding in as little as 24 hours, with no repayments for your first 60 days, giving you the time to focus on growth. Because when the going gets tough, the tough keep growing. Apply with promo code GROW2026 at lula.co.za. T's and C's apply.
This is Culture Capital with Kea Boya.
When lost, did you go to Bacchanalia? He seems to have seen you there. You know, the one who puts me in hysteria and makes me behave like a cur. You know, the one who will shame me in matters of the life and make me believe that I've been alone in some hopeless void. You know the one. Come on, you know the one. I'm in love with you. 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 Good Lord, I see him now. Good Lord, I see him now. Tell me what happened to the opium of your word. Let me put my finger in the cavern of his mouth. Good Lord, I see him now. Who did you love in Bacchanalia? Do you think they would have loved you too? Now those boys smile when they see you. I guess that's something you should
It's Nakane Tore with Interloper leading us to 24 minutes just before 1 o'clock. If you have just joined us, welcome to the show. It's Culture Capital right here on 938 with myself, Kea Boya. It's a Monday and we are having a conversation on creative currency. I think the man we have in studio is epitome of a creative currency. Just talking about how you can take the creative work that you're doing and building multiple streams of income. Speaking about multiple streams of income, you're an author, right? And as an author and educator, what is it that inspired you to document your knowledge instead of keeping it within your business?
Legacy. You know, I believe I'm a big fan of leaving something behind.
Sure.
Something to outlive me. So writing a book was not just to make sales and, you know, it was firstly positioning, but the highest reason is legacy. I have 2 sons now, so they need to actually learn from me before they can learn from anyone else.
Yeah.
So, it's legacy. Just to put it very short. I'm trying to leave something behind, and my voice, I know that people will learn and just, you know, get some wisdom and some knowledge from me. So I needed to document the knowledge that I have. It's
Briefly
part of the
Briefly chat to us about your 2 books.
So the first book is called The Influencer's Code. I wrote it as an influencer, as a content creator.
Sure. Trying
to help people to position themselves to actually start working with brands. I wrote a lot about how to actually position yourself on social media, like the whole branding, until to a point where you can actually get your first brand, right? That was the first. And then now, the Contentpreneurship, from memes to millions. It actually, it's on Take a Lot as well.
Yeah.
And Amazon is available right now.
Tell us, where is it? Tell us everywhere. Is it at exclusive books? Where can people
so
find
I'm going to be putting it around the end of August. We're going to launch it nicely at the exclusive books. But right now it's just on Take a Lot. And so the books just shows the growth. So I started as a creator, now I'm a contentpreneur. So it just means that, okay, there's a different strategies in this thing, you know. You don't just stay as a content creator. Yes, you start as a content creator, but you need to actually graduate to become a contentpreneur, because that's where money is, that's where legacy is, that's where impact is, the real influence. People call themselves influencers, but they're not really influencing anyone, you know. They are just having a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
You know, so
what opportunities do you think South African creators aren't taking advantage of enough right now?
Social media itself.
Yeah.
Like, because they have, last year I lost a page. In fact, a No Chill Mzansi page, the one I told you about on Instagram, it was at 780,000 followers. Then Mark Zuckerberg decided, you know what, I don't need you anymore. And then I lost it. It was suspended. Even now, it's gone. That's when I realized, you know what, having a lot of followers on social media, you're not owning anything. Unless if you actually take them outside social media and then put them on your tank. So I have a framework, river fish tank. That's where you have to focus. The river is social media platforms. The fish are everyone that is using social media. And then the tank is something that is outside, that you go there using your content to fish for people that you want. Then you bring them to the tank.
Yeah.
Even if Mark Zuckerberg decide to delete your account, you still have the people that you can still communicate with. So that's when I learned, you know what, the business side, it requires you to not only entirely focus on your followers. Followers don't mean nothing. Likes don't mean nothing. Views don't mean nothing if you're not converting them.
I love that. We talk about entrepreneurship and we talk about contentpreneurship, but in itself, it's entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
It's often glamorized online. Yeah. What are some of the challenges that people don't see behind the scenes?
You know, now I have new challenges, but as I was starting, it was just creating content. I got burned out as just a content creator. In fact, you get to burn out as a content creator, but as a contentpreneur, you use systems. Right now, I'm chilling. You know, my books are selling. I wake up with a sale. You understand? But as a contentpreneur, you need to actually be active for you to make money. So burning out is something, and it's causing a lot of depressions. A lot of content creators are burnt out, but they're still trying to keep up because, you know what, I'm known. I have 100,000 followers. They're not resting. So that's where the mental health comes in. They're not really focusing because they're working so hard just for likes, you know. But as you convert into a contentpreneur, that's when you start using the systems, the frameworks, things that helps you. Right now, we're living in the age of AI.
Yes.
You know, I got to a point where I no longer create memes. Memes are being created by AI.
Yes.
So it saves time and effort as well.
Yeah. Speaking about AI, where do you think human creators still have a competitive advantage? Because we know that it's kind of becoming easier now to create content through AI. But in terms of, you know, having competitive advantages, creators, where do you think they still have competitor advantage?
That's actually a good question, eh? Your story. AI doesn't have a story.
That part.
Yeah. So your story is the most greatest asset and service at the same time that you can offer to anyone. Actually, just even today here, I'm sitting here just talking about my story. My books is all about my story. So AI helps us to amplify their stories, right? And also to deliver the stories in an effective way. But a lot of people, they're actually ashamed of their stories. I believe that anything that have ever happened to you, happened for you. There's no coincidence, there's no mistakes. So whatever that happened to you, happened for you. Then convert those challenges, teach, encourage people. You've overcome something. The reason why we are all here is because at some point we overcame something, right? So why are you not sharing that thing that you overcame with people? Because there's someone who's still yet to experience what you have experienced. Why can't you use content, books, all these things that are here to just deliver to other people, to impact? That's where the impact starts from.
Yes.
You know, you cannot impact other people from the things that you have read. You impact from the experience and challenges. Yeah,
absolutely.
So your story, AI cannot replace your story. AI also, it needs to be taught how to do. If you're just using it in a generic way, then that's when you're not using it right. Now there's what we call prompt engineering. So you need to study that, how to talk to AI. It's an engineering on the inputs. So I think your story is the greatest gift that you have.
You're absolutely incredible, Ndivhuwo. We're going to do a quick fire.
All right.
And then when we're done, we have to let you go because, wow. And I don't want to, but I have to.
Exactly. No, I understand.
Alrighty. Let's get into quick fire.
Sure.
Instagram or LinkedIn?
Right now, LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reels or YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brand deal or building your own product?
Of course, building your own product.
Morning routine or late night hustle?
Both. Both.
One app you can't run your business without?
It's Claude AI.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. One book every entrepreneur or contentpreneur should read?
Please have a Bible.
Oh.
Have a Bible.
Oh!
Go buy yourself a Bible. That is the book of books. If you don't have it, if you don't read it, trust me, you're gonna struggle everywhere. So yeah.
Ndivhuwo. Coffee or energy drinks?
None. Water.
Yes, that part. One word that defines your approach to business?
System. Yeah.
Finally, for somebody that's listening today who's sitting on an idea but keeps waiting for the perfect moment, they're thinking, oh, I want to be a content creator, I don't know where to start. Or maybe I want to have these systems. I am a content creator, I want to have these systems, but I don't know where to start. What's the one piece of advice that you would leave with them?
Okay, firstly, you can never know where to start if you don't start. I feel like the first thing that you should do is to start. then you will then
Figure
see
it out as you
yes,
go.
and also start with what you have, because a lot of people wait to say, "Ish, I think I need an iPhone." No, don't think. discover that you need an iPhone.
Yeah.
You know, I started with a cracked phone, but I realized at some point, no, I need a phone now that has better visuals. Even people will give you that feedback to say, hey, we
Yeah.
can't see or we can't hear.
Yeah.
That's when you get to know. But if you're just sitting there thinking that you need something, you already failed. You already failed. Even when that thing comes, you're not going to do
You're
anything.
not going to do it.
Exactly.
Oh, Ndivhuwo. Please follow the man. Where can people follow you?
At nochill_God. My books are there on my links as well. The Creators Hub store, where I sell all these things, frameworks, everything that actually will help you to start your business online. And as a content creator as well, the links are on my bio, nochill_God. That's my name.
Thank you so much, Ndivhuwo, for
Thank you so much for
your
having me.
time and for also sharing your brilliant mind with us today. I feel like everybody needs to hear
Hopefully
your mind.
Hopefully I've able to share something, with the listeners, and thank you so much for having me. It's such a privilege to be here as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's 13 minutes just before 1 o'clock. We're going to be taking a look at what's happening in your traffic.
938 Traffic.